Hi guys, welcome to Millennial Talks. I'm Josephine.
And I am Bukunmi.
And this is Millennial
Millennial
Talks.
There is time for everything. It doesn't matter if it's food, work, hobbies, or just life. Millennials are always on the go, trying to make things happen. Millennial Talk, enlightening and supporting millennials on finance and growth for personal development. Join us on Millennial Talk every Thursday by 10 a.m. Start developing yourself today.
So today we're going to be discussing something exciting, and of course we have been going down the line of education through the month of September. Today is no different, but this time around we'll be looking at international studies. What are your thoughts on international studies?
I think, like we discussed with Dr. Odipa Ojide in our previous, episode, international study is very important, and it's something that if you really want to do, it's something that you should look at doing. If you're looking to develop yourself in terms of your education, not just because you want to jackpot.
Yes, because a lot of Nigerians.
Because that's the reason why many people do go through international study route, because it's easier that way to
leave the country.
Yeah,
a lot of Nigerians are known to leave the country these days.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, it's the trend.
Yeah.
However, international studies is something that's everyone should look at.
Explore. It's good to be adventurous, and you can use education as a means to an end. I mean, a good means to an end, though.
Exactly.
But when you are looking to study abroad, one of the things that you need, or the most important thing you need, is knowledge. Now, this vast knowledge is all over the place, available at your doorstep. The thing is, a lot of us were too busy trying to, get into the action that we forget to do the important thing, which is what we always talk about: research. So all of these resources are out there for you. All you need to do is actually go out there, make your research, quality research, because let's not forget, scammers are always there, and they're always there to give you the dicey, unrealistic thing. So basically, guys, that's why we're here today. We want to give you all that information that you would require, the basic information. Now, we might have a part 2 for this, but we want to give you the basic information that you need when you want to apply. Maybe you just left secondary school and you're trying to find your way around international studies, or you're trying to just get the basic information. We are here to give you all that today.
Exactly. Just as Josephine has said, it's very important that you have information. Information is very necessary. And like I said, like she said, basic information that you need to know, because you cannot run away from doing some things yourself. You might want to pay agents, you might want to let somebody do the job for you, but whether you like it or not, you're still the one that the admissions officer will be liaising with. When you get there, you're still the one that would
run around,
do your things yourself. So it's very important that you do your research, and that's why we're going to be giving you basically 4 things that you need to know when preparing for international studies.
Yes. Now, the first and most important thing is to prepare and actually participate, or make sure you're certified with all of these. We know there are different types of exams that you need to take depending on what level of study you are doing. So if you're doing undergraduate studies, you need to, if you want to study in the US or in Canada, I know that you have to based on the country, you have to do the exams that the country requires. So if you're studying in Korea now, you need to do TOEFL, because they require that. They want you to have basic English knowledge, and they want a certificate to show.
Yeah, and on the other hand, if you're going to Germany, you need to have your German basic, I think they call it level 1 German certificate. So you need to take a German language course. So there are different requirements across different countries and across different schools. So you need to know the requirements that are specific to the country and specific to the school that you're applying to. It might look like stress, it might seem like stress, but it's something that whether you like it or not, you have to dedicate time to doing. US, UK, Canada, Norway, they all have different requirements, like you said.
Yeah, and if you're looking to pursue like postgraduate studies, you need to have your GMAT. You also need a TOEFL. You also either the GRE or the GMAT, whichever one is required of you, depending on the school, like Bukunmi had said.
Yeah, exactly. It's very important because, and you need to know there are some schools that will probably waive some of these exams for you.
Yes.
So you need to do your research to find out those schools that will waive. Some schools will not waive, while some would waive. And you just need to go, and there's some courses that would waive, some courses will not waive. So you need to find out, go to the portal of whichever course you're studying, the university, and find out which particular course needs at postgraduate level and at undergraduate level.
I think that's very important.
Very important. Another thing that you need in order to apply are your certificates. All your certificates. Some countries need to be certified.
Yeah.
For example, I know if you're going to study somewhere like in Dubai and all of this places, you need to have your Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs certify.
I actually didn't know that.
Many of those your documents to prove that they are original. Okay. So you need to certify your transcript, your recommendation letter. Many courses need recommendation letter, either from professional or from an academic. That's your lecturer. Okay. Your transcript. You need your WAEC result, whatever results that you have, as long as they are original, they are credible. You would need to provide these details. Some schools also would go as far as asking you to write an essay, or they would most schools will ask you to provide your statement of purpose, statement of intent, whatever it is. You need to provide documentation. So that's why you cannot leave these things to somebody to help you do, because they don't know you. Even if you might need assistance, which is very good for you to get assistance, but at the same time, always ensure that you are part of the entire process.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's very important. Now, if you've gone through all of these certifications and all the things that you require, depending on whether you're going for undergraduate or postgraduate, the next thing you need to do is, if you have your GMAT or you have your TOEFL, you have all of that down. Now, the next thing you need to do is start looking into schools that you want to apply for and start sending in those applications. Now, if you're trying to apply in schools, first of all, you need to consider your budget, because different schools, different locations. Say, for instance, if you want to school in California, you cannot expect the school fees in California to be the same as the one in Los Angeles. Some of the schools there have, probably have in the US, there are parts of the US where the school fees are much higher, and then if you go to the rural areas, you have more affordable schools. So if you have a tight budget, you might want to consider those schools who do not charge as high as $50,000 per 2 semester. You get what I'm trying to say. So you need to actually consider your budget, because you might be excited, I want to go to this fancy school, but is your budget in it?
Yeah, just in addition in addition to what she has said, it's very important that you consider your budget so you don't get stuck, because many people start these journeys and at the end of the day you pay for admission fee. What's that thing? You pay for your application fees and all. You have your 30K, 50K, but it might not be realistic enough for you to start the process. And at the end of the day, you don't have your proof of funds. And even if you have that, the money is not in your account. You understand what I'm trying to say? The money is not your own, so you can't even pay for it, especially if you're trying to go legally. So there are countries that offer cheaper options for tuition. There are some countries that you don't even get to pay tuition, just like in Germany. In Norway, and I guess Estonia. I think the tuition is a bit less compared to other countries, but for Canada, UK, US, they're very expensive. So like you said, they're very across states, but there's a cap.
There's just a cap, definitely a general cap. But like you mentioned, there are even places where you do not even require to pay school fees, but you have other costs. So these you have just cuts down. You have boarding costs. That's like your hostel or where you'll be staying. Then you have your feeding. Then you also have to consider health insurance. These are very, very, because without your health insurance, it's difficult for you to be a student, because what if there's a crisis? So you're not just trying to look at the excitement of the journey. You need to consider the things that you're going to have to go through and all of that. So I think it's very important that we consider all these things. And you were actually talking about fees. These application fees, they usually vary from $20 to $150 within that range. So you should also consider that put that into your application. You are going to apply. You need to have $20 to $150 depending on the school that you are applying into as well.
Exactly. You need to consider. No, money is very important in all of these things, really. But many people don't know that money is, very important, and that's why you have to avoid people who would scammers. There are so many scammers. I've been a victim of people who scam. Tell you, I've been a victim. I don't want to mention names, but Mr. X collected my money. If you are watching, remember, you collected my money. You promised that you would help me get my admission, but you did not. So that was because I wasn't involved in the process. I just paid.
You just paid.
And no, for that. So
that's exactly why we're having this conversation.
So
a lot of people would be victims.
Yes.
Know?
Especially with the level of desperation. I was really desperate at the time. I wanted to travel that. So I was just giving money anyhow. And I got my fingers burnt.
Yeah, Dr. Adejobi mentioned, do not be desperate. Like, that's the first step to being scammed, because the time you can jump this process we can skip it for you.
Yes.
It's not about the agency, it's about the school. If you go to the website, the portal, you can
calculate
everything. But we jumped out because we want to just get there, but we don't want to look at the process of how we're going to get there in the first place.
Exactly. And sometimes the process can take as long as 6 months
to a year,
1 year.
Depending.
So you have to prepare. You have to mentally prepare. You have to also prepare physically your documents, whatever you would need. So if you know you want to go now or you want to go next year, you need to next year September.
Now.
You need to start now preparing your documents and all of those things. And of course, the first thing you need is your international passport. Where are you going to if you don't have passport?
You need to get that.
Yeah, at least.
That's also like the most important thing.
Yeah, you need to. That's the beginning, basically.
Get your international passport.
And if you're still in the university, it's important that you start searching now. Like if you're in year 3, if you're in year 4, start searching now. Because that was the mistake. It's not really a mistake, but I wish I had started searching way earlier. Not now when life is full of a lot of activities and you have to go to work and all of those things. So it's good when you start planning. It involves planning, involves research. Please always go to the university's website, go to the immigration website. All the details are there.
Always there.
They are there. But as Nigerians, we always try to jump process. We're always looking for an easy way out.
Fast way.
There's no easy way out. There's no really easy way out when it comes to international studies. And I really hope that clears.
Yeah, we do hope that all these information have been, helpful to you. So if you're looking to start looking the right places, information is out there. If you are looking for clarity, feel free to also, DM us and we can give you some credible information on how to move forward.
There are people on Twitter, on Instagram that provide information. There are people who also share their personal experiences. So you can always reach out to these people. There are so many Nigerians in diaspora who have been where you are right now. Yeah. And they're looking to, help other people. So you can always reach out to them. There's so much information on YouTube. YouTube has for country specific.
Yes.
Just go and Google. Just go to YouTube. Google how to which schools to apply for in Norway, schools to apply for in Germany, whatever it is. Even scholarship processes, and you get help. Some come at a fee, some don't. So just do whatever works for you, and I guess you'll be fine.
Definitely.
We would like to go on a short commercial break, and when we're back, continue the discussion.
Make the children they happy, all the people they like I'm day and night. Every day is tastier, cause you were always present in my life. Enjoy the
And we are back. I believe you've been following the discussion so far regarding international studies. Like I said, or like we said, you need to do your own research, find the information yourself. Because you can have somebody, you can pay somebody do some things for you, but you have to be fully involved in the process. So, and don't forget to reach out to people who have gone after you. There's so many people who are ready to give information. And I believe really that pretty much does
sums it up. Yeah, definitely. Exactly.
I believe you've learned something today, and you continue to follow the conversation. We might do, might have to, if we can get, get more information. Exactly. And if we can bring somebody to come and have this discussion with us, a professional because we are just using our own.
Basic
so
knowledge.
we need somebody who has done it, who has been there, and probably helping other people. So stay with us. We'll be bringing you more exciting information on this issue. Yeah. For more information regarding the stock market, and if you want to develop yourself financially, log on to www.proshareng.com. Till next time.